The unfortunate thing is I don't have one of those boosted boards or one wheels like Casey Neistat or Peter McKinnon. So I gotta ride around on this penny board. Plus I'm not much of a skateboarder in the first place. What's up guys? Ryan Hafey with Hafey Digital here. And today I'm putting my Zhiyun Crane 2, that guy, to the test. Now I didn't always have a Zhiyun Crane 2, I actually used to have the DJI Ronin M, and that's what this video is about, why I switched from the Ronin M to the Zhiyun Crane 2. To get into that we have to go back to the house, but first let's roll that intro. Okay, so why did I switch from the Ronin M to the Zhiyun Crane 2? Well, we'll get into that in just a minute, but I think it's important to clarify up front that this is not a tutorial or a review for each of those two products. This is just my reasoning for why I switched from one to the other. Also, yes, you may have noticed that I changed my shirt. I got a little sweaty outside, but I gotta admit, this is probably one of my favorite shirts. See, it says, or is it 18% gray? My photo and video people will get that one. Anyway, so on to the topic at hand. Why did I switch? Well, reason number one, and this is probably the biggest reason for me specifically, was the issue of mobility. Now don't get me wrong, the Ronin M is a great gimbal, but the problem that I had with it is that I just couldn't move from one place to another very efficiently with it. A lot of the work that I do requires me to maybe shoot in one location for a little bit and then pick up and move to another location. The Ronin M, it came with a stand that if you wanted to put the gimbal down, you had to put it on this stand, you had to put it there if you wanted to calibrate it. It made it tough if you wanted to pick up and move to another location. You had to say, hand your Ronin to someone to hold on to while you broke down the stand, and then you could break down the stand and grab the gimbal and kind of walk with it awkwardly to another location. It just wasn't very efficient from a mobility standpoint. The Zhiyun Crane, on the other hand, is great because it has this tripod that screws into the bottom of it. If you need to set it down, you just pull out that tripod, set it down, and you're good to go. Now at the time of this recording, DJI, who makes the Ronin M, has announced their Ronin S, which is a gimbal stabilizer that's very similar in a lot of ways to the Zhiyun Crane 2. But it sounds to me like DJI has been listening to customer feedback and they see the popularity of the Zhiyun Crane and its ease of use and everything like that, and they're just trying to follow in that path. So mobility was reason number one. Reason number two really comes down to ease of use. The Zhiyun Crane 2 has buttons and options that you can access directly from the gimbal itself. The DJI Ronin M required an app to change certain settings and things like that, and it's just so much easier to be able to quickly change your settings on the gimbal itself and get on with your day without having to worry about opening and syncing up an app. Also, I find that it's a lot easier to balance a camera on the Crane 2 versus the Ronin M. I don't really know what it is, but it just seems like I'm able to get it set up and ready to go a lot faster than I was able to on the Ronin M. And speaking of payload, one important thing to note there is that the Zhiyun Crane 2 has a 7-pound payload, which is still really good and can hold, I've seen people use 1DX Mark IIs on them. It can handle quite a heavy payload, and it's not much of a downgrade from the DJI Ronin M, which could handle an 8-pound payload. And the last reason why I switched from the DJI Ronin M to the Zhiyun Crane 2 is price. Now technically this one doesn't really apply to me because by the time I sold my Ronin M and bought the Zhiyun Crane 2, I lost a little bit of money because I was selling it used. But if you're buying the Crane 2 brand new, it's about $750 at the time of this recording versus the Ronin M, which is I believe around $1,000. So you're saving about $250 off the bat. So there it is, mobility, ease of use, and price. Those are the three reasons why I switched from the Ronin M to the Zhiyun Crane 2. I'd love to know what kind of gimbals and stabilizers you guys are using and why you use them. What are the reasons that you enjoy using the stabilizers that you use? Leave a comment down below, let me know. And with that, I think it's a good time to get out of the office and go out and do a little bit more skateboarding, or at least attempt to, because I'm not very good at it. So with that, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well. And let's head back outside.